Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to episode 3 of my Road to Runway Diva series. We are playing in a custom fair voting server today, which is always my favorite way to get stars. So yeah, let's jump into the video. So the first theme was Steampunk, and this was definitely a warm-up round for me. I was just sort of trying to get into the swing of things again. I hadn't played in a while. So yeah, I really wanted to use this new corset with the sleeves from the cultural update, so I sort of built my outfit around that. Of course I had to use the top hat and the goggles, so yeah, I was just throwing on some items that I thought would go well with that. This outfit was definitely a bit more simple than I would have liked, but like I said, I was still warming up and I was very worried about having enough time to color everything. I also always end up spending way too much time trying to arrange this top hat and the goggles with item adjustment because I really like them to sit in a specific way, and it often takes me a really long time to get it right. So you can see here I was definitely wasting some time on that. But here, at least here, I do finally start coloring. So of course for this theme you have to go for sort of browns and maybe some touches of cream with maybe some gold. That's kind of what steampunk is in my brain, which of course I love because, you know, all my favorite patterns are sort of in those kind of tones anyway. So this was a really good warm-up round for me, I guess, because it was very much in my comfort zone. So yeah, I'm just rushing along trying to get everything done in time, as you can see. How do you guys like to color your outfits when you're playing? Do you color as you go along, or do you do it all at the end like I normally do? I think it might actually be better to do it as you go, but for some reason I just get a better idea of the vision if I do it all at the end together. Yeah, so now with my last few seconds I was just quickly grabbing the guns and adding a few final touches, and yeah, then the time was up, so I guess that's pretty much it for this outfit. Let's see what everyone else did. And now it's our turn. This outfit was a bit simple, but I was still very happy with the way it turned out. I think it looks quite nice, and yeah, I think it suits the theme quite well, so good first round. And we got second place. I was very surprised because there were some people on this server that were absolutely eating it up, but I was very grateful. We got 47 stars, which is obviously amazing, so let's move on to the next round. This was in a different server, and as you can see, things were not quite loaded in, and also, why am I so short in the chair? But anyway, at first I thought that I would go for an ethereal look, but lately I've just been preferring human looks, so I did change my mind and I just went for this face that I had recently made. So I decided to go for a very cutesy pink kind of look, just to have fun, because that's one of my personal favorite styles to do in DTI. I almost never use this skirt, so I thought why not try styling it today. So yeah, I was just throwing on, you know, all my classic favorites. Leg accessories, these bows from VIP are always just my favorite thing to wear whenever I'm wearing skirts or pretty much anything, as you guys have probably seen. I also randomly decided to use these sunglasses from VIP because I don't know why, I just almost never use them, so I thought why not try styling them. And yeah, now I'm just gonna pick a cute hair combo. One of my favorite hairstyles lately has been when you use that flippy out hair to make like a ponytail at the back, so yeah, that's what I did. I just used item adjustment to move it back and make it look like a big voluminous ponytail. And of course, as always, gotta have way too many baby hairs because it's really cute, I guess. And with that being done, I guess we're pretty much ready to start coloring in our outfit. So we're gonna be using, of course, my favorite pale pink check pattern. If I ever do a pink outfit, I'll pretty much always be using this pattern. It goes really well with my pink hex code and my gold hex code, so it works just perfectly for me. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about how DTI is dying lately, which breaks my heart. I was just wondering how you guys felt about it. Do you still play? Do you still enjoy watching it? Or would you prefer to watch me play maybe other games? I'm not quite ready to let go of DTI yet. It's pretty much been the love of my life for like the last year, but I have definitely noticed that it gets less views now and people seem a bit less interested in it, so Just let me know how you feel, I would love to hear. Anyway, so my outfit is pretty much done. I just quickly did my nails and then I ran over to pop on some eyelashes, and yeah, our freestyle look is all done. Let's see what everyone else did. And here we go, looking very pink and girly, which of course I love. I was very pleased with the way this outfit turned out. I think it looks really pretty. And we got first place for this one. Yay! I was so pleased. I was so glad everyone else also liked my outfit. And we got 54 stars, which is just gorgeous. I was thrilled. Yeah, so that was an amazing round. Let's move on to the next one. So the next theme was Ghost Ship. It's kind of an abstract theme, so I wasn't exactly sure what to do, but I decided to go for just the most obvious thing and just do a half-dead pirate, I suppose, or maybe more like a ghost pirate. So of course I used the pirate hat and I used this slightly shredded looking skirt again. I wanted to look really bejeweled, like maybe our love of treasure caused us to die, or you know, I don't know, we took it too far and we got haunted or something like that. So I was trying to find all the sort of chunky necklaces and jewelry in the game, I suppose. And I decided to use this new face that I made because it looks nice and spooky, like maybe our face is not entirely intact, I suppose you could say. And I went for slightly green hair to make it look like maybe some moss or algae has been growing on us while we've been stuck under the water or something. And yeah, just throwing on some last few accessories before I hop into the dressing room to start colouring. I wanted to make all the drippy and dotty details like a dark red to make it look a bit gory, maybe a bit like blood. I also really wanted to use lots of gold detailing in this outfit, obviously, to make us look like we love our treasure. The server I was in was really good, and I already knew I was gonna get absolutely eaten up on the runway, so I was low-key panicking, and yeah, I almost ran out of time. I think I cut the time in this outfit just really close. I do think the outfit turned out quite nice in the end, but yeah, I was panicking for real. And then with hardly any time left, I remembered that I wanted to adjust and scale down my pirate hat, so I was panicking like crazy to get that done. But yeah, that's the finished outfit, so let's see everyone else's. And here we go. This is definitely a very classic me outfit. I think it looks a lot like many of the outfits I make. It's very in my style, but I was happy with the way it turned out, and I love the way the pops of red look kind of gory. And we got first place. And guys, there is a fashion mogul next to me. I was legit dying. Anyway, we got 53 stars. Yeah, that was a great round, so let's move on to the next one. So the next theme was a challenge, and the challenge was to style the fur set, which I was stressing about because, yeah, I don't love it. But then I decided to be just a teensy tiny bit cheaty and use the brat fur jacket instead of the really ugly fur jacket, and I think that really saved this outfit. Technically it wasn't actually cheating because we were sort of allowed to just freestyle in this server if we didn't want to do the theme, so I was just sort of taking a loose version of this challenge, I suppose. So I decided to go for like a super cutesy look to style this fur set. I think it ended up looking very nice. I just sort of went for pinks and creams, and I used a very sort of cutesy blushy face, like maybe we were out on a very cold winter day. And because these items are also sort of big and bulky, I kept everything else quite slim and quite sort of minimal. Well, maybe not minimal, but at least just not bulky. And now I'm colouring my outfit. I used this gorgeous pink pattern again, of course, and honestly I think it saved this outfit. It looked so good on the fluffy items. I was so stressed about doing this challenge, but I think in the end this was actually like my favourite outfit in this video. It turned out so cutesy and girly. Who would have thought that the fur set could look actually okay for once? I did mess with item adjustment a lot on the hat to try and figure out how I wanted it to look. And yeah, I was super curious to see how everyone else was gonna style this challenge, so let's take a look. And here we go. Everyone else used very bright colors and I used very sort of muted pinks and just neutral colors, so I wasn't sure if they would like it, but I thought it was really cute. And we got second place. I really loved first place's outfit. I was so glad that she won. I'm always so jealous of people that have such a strong personal style and make such interesting outfits. But anyway, let's move on to the next round. The last theme in this video was summer, and I immediately knew I wanted to do the classic bikini hack in honor of the summer update coming out soon, which I am so excited about. Just a few more days. I decided to go for a darkish green and gold color combo for this outfit, and I just threw on all the items that I knew would look nice with the bikini hack because I have styled it a couple times. This outfit definitely isn't at all realistic for something that you would actually wear to the beach. I guess it looks a bit more like maybe a Victoria's Secret kind of look or something very over the top, maybe for a photo shoot, but you definitely couldn't swim in this. But yeah, since I was pretty much finished coloring my outfit, I decided to run over and try and figure out some kind of really glamorous hair combo, since the rest of the outfit is also so over the top, I guess. I used one of my favorite voluminous ponytail hairstyle combos where you use this very big long hair in the back as like the ponytail, and I think it looked really cute. I also added those little bow buns on the sides just to add a bit of an extra sort of touch, I guess, and of course lots of baby hairs. I kind of low-key messed this outfit up right at the end because I added this flower and I spent so long fiddling around trying to figure out what color I wanted to make it, and in the end I kind of hated it, so I quickly tried to change it last second and I made it a terrible shade of pink. But the rest of the outfit was cute, so I left this round in anyway. And here we are with our very sadly mismatched flower in our hair. I don't think it looks too bad, but it definitely sort of stands out to me. I did like the way the rest of the outfit turned out though. I think it looks very detailed and pretty. And we didn't place this round, but of course that's completely okay. They all look gorgeous up there. We got 5th place with 40 stars, which is still very good, and I feel like it was very fair. And here I quickly tried to fix my flower because I was so upset about it, and I think it looked much better in like a pale sort of yellow color. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe consider leaving me a like and subscribing to the channel. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!